Hello students, topic for today's online class is problem solving using computers. Computers are used for solving our various day-to-day problems such as ordering a product online, booking a train ticket, performing complex calculations, making payments, generating salary statements. All these tasks are performed by the computer faster and in an accurate manner. As you all are aware, computer is able to perform all these tasks with the help of program which is designed and which is fed into it. In this class, we are going to discuss what are the various steps followed while designing such programs for the computer to perform all such various tasks. So the first step is identifying and defining the problem. Before we start developing a solution or a program, we must first identify and define clearly what is the problem. For example, calculating performance of a student or designing a program for an organization which will help the employees and the customers of the organization to perform their operations. Once we define the problem, the next step is analyzing the problem. Analyzing is nothing but detailed study about a problem. It is important to clearly understand a problem before we begin to find the solution. For example, suppose we are designing a program for the organization, then we must study in detail what are the operations or activities carried out in the organization, the people involved in the organization, how each and every department in the organization functions individually and also in a group to perform any task or activity. So the detailed study about the problem is conducted at this step. At this step, we are able to figure out what are the requirements of each and every department in the organization, what are the various reports required by the organization for performing their activities. Once the problem is analyzed or studied, the next step is feasibility study. Feasibility study checks for various parameters such as the program which will be implemented, whether it is beneficial for the organization, whether implementing program or software is affordable for the organization, whether the existing employees in the organization be able to work on these new software which will be implemented, or the training must be given to these employees. All such parameters are checked at the feasibility study. Once the feasibility study is conducted and it is assured that the program which is developed or implemented for the organization is beneficial, then the next step is conducted, that is finding alternative solutions. So there can be different methods or alternatives for a particular problem. At this step, various alternatives are listed. Once all the alternatives are listed, among all these alternatives, which is the best alternative, it's selected in the next step. Most efficient and most affordable alternative will be chosen from the given alternatives. Next step is designing the solution. Designing the solution, this stage involves various stages. Before we start developing the solution, it is required to prepare the design first. So for this, the different tools are used, such as algorithms, flowcharts, use case diagrams. In further classes, we will be studying in detail about these algorithms and flowchart, which will help us to design or to develop the program. While designing the software or the program for the entire organization, it is divided into sub-programs or modules. Individually, all these modules are developed, and later all these modules are integrated to form the entire software. Once the software is designed, in the next step, testing is performed. So at this step, the software which is designed is tested to check whether the software is giving the correct output or not, whether there are any errors in the software. If there are any errors are rectified and the software is made error free. It also checks whether the software is performing as per the requirements of the organization. Testing can be performed by the developer team and also by the end users. Once the software is tested and it is error free, the next step is the implementation. At this stage, the software which is developed will be implemented in the organization to perform activities in the organization. This is how the program is developed for the computer for solving various problems.